Okay, station 11 is a catch-all of the last thing that we did, which was inverse functions. So what we're doing here is we're starting off and we're taking these functions, changing f of x to y. So we have y equals 7 minus 2x. We're then switching the x and the y and solving for y. So that would involve subtracting 7 from each side and then dividing by -2. Now remember that we could also write that as -1/2 x plus 7/2 if we actually divide both things by 2. So we should say the inverse function is -1/2 x plus 7/2, or I would accept the inverse function is x minus 7 over -2. And accept either one of those as correct answers. On the other one, same idea. We say, all right, y equals x minus 3 over x plus 4. And then we say, okay, that means x equals y minus 3 over y plus 4. And then we solve. So the first step would be to multiply both sides by y plus 4, which would cancel on the right. That would give us xy plus 4x when I distribute equals y minus 3. Remember, the idea is to solve for y. So we need to move the y terms to one side and the non-y terms to one side. So when we do that, we are left with xy minus y equals -4x minus 3. We factor the y out of the left side, which is y times x minus 1 equals -4x minus 3. And then we divide by x minus 1, which on the left will cancel and leave us with y equals -4x minus 3 over x minus 1, which means that the inverse of f of x is -4x minus 3 over x minus 1. The next portion covers finding the inverse from a graph. Remember that what we're doing here is we are taking the basic points, the important points of the graph. There are 3 of them. They are the points -2, 2, 1, 1, and 4, 2 on the function itself. And then the inverse, all we're doing is switching those. Okay? So that'd be 2, -2, 1, 1, 2, 4. So we have 2, -2, 1, 1, 2, 4. That, when we connect them, is the inverse function. Okay? Same thing over here. Our important points, we've got points that we can easily sketch on those 5 right there. Okay, and again, I'm wishing they were in blue, so I'm changing them all to blue. But all we need to do is write down what those points are and then switch them. Okay? So those points are the points -3, 3, -2, 0, -1, -1, 0, 0, and 1, 3. So in the inverse, all we do is we switch those points. That'd be 3, -3, 0, -2, -1, -1, 0, 0, and 3, 1. Now notice that the inverse of this function is not a function. So 3, -3 is here. 0, -2, 1, -1, 0, 0, and 3, 1. There is our inverse function. It is an inverse. It is not a function unless we restrict the domain. Okay, finally we have a verify. I think I'm going to make a separate video for this, and I'm going to put it up later because I unfortunately have to stop recording right now so I can go to our game. So the last video will be put up after. I'll have to record the last one later.